And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes, yes, yes! Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
Welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live here for Game 3 post-game of San Francisco Giants, Colorado Rockies in Colorado. Giants were this close, Glenn, for getting the sweep. Just couldn't quite get it done. Look, I'll tell you one thing right now. Colorado is not a kind place for pitchers to be pitching. And that is the truth. Hitters love it. Pitchers can't stand it. And it was a tough day today, man. You know, the Birdsong, I thought, did fairly well. He went 6 innings, right? Six innings, only gave up 3 runs. And unfortunately, the bullpen couldn't hold it tight. Dude, it's not easy to win in Colorado. It just isn't, man. You got to be able to hit. And
just ask the Rockies.
And one thing you got to do, you can't give away outs. We can't give away outs. You got to play some clean defense because I already know where this is going to go. I already know where this is. I know where this is going. Got to play clean defense, and you got to be able to pitch the ball as best to your ability. So, unfortunately, hey, Glenn, they won 2 of 3, right? It could have been worse.
Could have been worse. They could have been swept, Eric.
That's exactly. The Giants could have easily been swept in Colorado. Okay, easily, but they didn't. They won 2, almost was able to sweep them, and now they're going to go on to LA. And I already know where we're going to go with this, guys. There's a lot of conversations going on about our third baseman, Casey Schmidt. I tell you what, before we get into it, how about let's go over the particulars, and then we could get a little bit.
You never even let me have my say yet.
Oh yeah, go ahead, go for it. Sorry about that. My bad. Go. Go. Because I already know where it's going. I already know it.
Edmonton and Florida, they're in overtime.
How's
Florida
that going?
Scored with about 19 seconds left to tie it. Every game I watch ends up going to overtime, Eric. That's why I had to run to the channel here.
Is it over?
Anyway, listen, it's an overtime. 4-4, I believe. So here's my question. I know we're going to get into it, and that's why I interrupted you, butted in. You talked about Birdsong. Solid outing. 6 innings.
Yes.
Okay.
Only 3 runs, 6 strikeouts, I think. Yeah.
6 hits, 3 runs, couple of walks, gave up a long ball, struck out 6.
It's pretty good, man. In Colorado,
it's good.
Take it every day. Take it every day.
But in that light air, it takes its toll. I was very surprised. He hasn't pitched opening day onward, don't forget. So the fact that they let him throw, 103, 106?
They let him go.
You
know why? You know why? Because that bullpen has been abused, and he needed that guy to go. He had to. And this is something we could talk about. Look, talking about that, Glenn, we're talking about Rodriguez. Rodriguez is a big factor in this game. Why was this the first time he was getting the call in 3 games in Colorado? You had a day off. Then you had the first 2 games. You had 3 days off before he came in the 9th inning to close it out. I mean, are you really setting the kid up for success? Especially because I don't know this. Maybe you guys know this. Has he ever pitched in Colorado? Because if he hasn't, man, you're putting him in a bad situation. You should have at least let him go out there either in the first game or the second game, so he knows, hey, this is what it's like pitching in Colorado without having to worry about trying to save a game.
He was in the driver's seat to 3 or 4 batters, Eric. He just didn't have the command. But you know what? You know what? They went with Birdsong, then Jelly, then Miller, Walker. They all, little bits and pieces here. But he was living and dying with Rodriguez.
Yeah.
They got somebody up in the bullpen. I was watching the game on the Colorado channel, and they got somebody up in the bullpen. But it was just, I can't remember. But it was just inconsequent. They said, oh, he's barely limbering up. So yeah, it was more for theatrics.
But it's just,
it never ceases to amaze me, though, how I try, Eric. But I've been saying it for a while. Bob Melvin just mishandles the bullpen constantly, man.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it.
And everybody's quick to say the game is never over in Colorado. Never over.
True. That's fact.
Well, have a couple of pitchers ready.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
look, and I talked about this yesterday, matter of fact, and I see who said it. Audie, you're saying it. I said it yesterday on the show. I thought Rodriguez should have gone out yesterday. It was a non-save situation. I know Doval was already warming up, but that's okay. Go warm up freaking Rodriguez. So then Doval could have came in today. Now, would have the situation have changed? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. When you pitch in Colorado, you just don't know what you're going to get, man. It's tough. It's hard. And to be honest with you, it's not, to a certain extent, it's not fair to the pitchers. It is a huge hitter's advantage when you go play in Colorado. You do. The ball coming out of your hand just is not the same as it is playing anywhere else in the major leagues. The only one that's closer, I think Arizona is the next ballpark that has some elevation to it. But I mean, if your ball is not doing what you want it to do and you're throwing it the same way you always do, well, guess what? There's nothing you can do. It's the elements. It's the environment that you're in. You can't put more torque on it. You can't throw the ball harder. You're just going out there doing what you can. And unfortunately, it kind of bit the Giants in the ass today with Jelly. He gave up a couple of runs.
Yeah.
Birdsong gave up 3, but that's fine. And then you had Rodriguez, man, he gave up a bunch. I can't even remember how much it was, but there was also an error in the middle of that. So yeah.
Listen, I could say this before we close the show to throw this at you, but in case I forget, I got to do it now. Nobody seems to be contemplating. So we lost 1 game today, but really for me, that's more like we lost 3, and last month we lost 3. So that's like 6 losses, Eric. I'll tell you why. Because you're losing to the Rockies. You lost twice to the Rockies this year when you know your competition's going to beat them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a good point.
So technically, I say 3. Technically, that's like a 2. That's like a 2-game swing, man.
What
happens when LA or Arizona goes into Colorado and sweep them? And like I say, Eric, I'm glad you agree with me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mr. Negativity here. We could easily have been swept.
You could have been.
3.
No, it was well within the possibility that the Giants got swept. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. So I can't believe I'm saying this. Don't crap on the Giants today. Be happy with 2 wins, and let's get ready for LA.
Yeah, man. Because you got to forget this one because you got bigger fish to fry going into LA. All right, hey, let's get into
mindset when you go. They're heading over to LA now, Eric, and they're heading back west.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anything mental, you're going over to play. It's a rivalry game, Eric.
It's a rivalry game.
And you get a loss under your belt heading in.
And look, and you could get up for these, right? for these rivalry games, you get a little bit more juice flowing. Hey, yeah, let's take it to the Dodgers. Logan Webb, he's got to go out there and deal. Look, this is going to be a hell of a pitching matchup. You got our number one going up against their number one, and it's going to be fun. We'll talk about predictions later, but it's going to be fun baseball to watch starting tomorrow night.
Weekend afternoon. Oh, go ahead.
It's a weekend and it's a holiday weekend. You got Father's Day on Sunday, so this is going to be something.
Yeah.
For this matchup between the Giants and the Dodgers.
Like I was going to say, it was an afternoon game. I forgot half of what happened, Eric. Let's fire it up.
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go.
Now today's Giants in review on Giants Sports Talk Live.
Don't doubt my abilities here. Here we go. Giants lose 8-7 in heartbreaking fashion. They got walked off in the ninth, unfortunately. So yeah, Colorado, 8 runs on 10 hits. They improved to 13-55. Giants got 7 runs on 11 hits. That one error. We'll talk about that error. They fall to 40-29. The winning pitcher is Halverson, whoever that is. Losing pitcher, unfortunately, is Rodriguez. And look at that ERA. It soared from
Sorry to interrupt you, Eric. Sorry to interrupt. Giant Sports Talk Live.
Oh, what do we got? What is this? What do we got? What the hell's going on?
The Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, I see it. Oh, gotcha. Oilers score. So is it over?
5-4, the final in overtime. The series is now tied, deadlocked at 2.
Oh, shit. You think this goes to a game 3? Oh, game 3.
Game 7, you mean? Game 7. Florida in 6.
You think Florida in 6?
I got my I was ready for the game tonight. You like that?
I love it. That's good stuff, man.
That's a precursor of what's to come on Giant Sports Talk Live.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's
all right.
Fun.
Back to it. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. Hey, man, that's breaking news.
Stanley Cup final. Breaking news. 5-4. And Florida outshot him again. It was 40-35 the shots. Edmonton wins 5-4. All right, back to you in the control room, Eric.
The only thing I was saying is Rodriguez's ERA blew up from a 0.6 to a 0.9. Send the guy down. He's useless.
I can take my jersey.
We know no need for Rodriguez anymore, right? Here we go with the hitting. Lee with 1 hit and 1 run scored. Also walked, so he's on base twice. Adames had a hit and a walk, 2 strikeouts. Ramos 1 hit, 2 RBIs with his hit. That was a nice single, by the way. He struck out twice. Flores, look at that. Another multi-hit day for Flores, batting .259, man. Had a run and also 1 strikeout. Yastrzemski came in with 1 hit, 2 runs scored, 2 walks. Man, on base 3 times, scored twice. Dominic Smith with the big hit. Look at that. This guy's hitting, man. We'll talk about this. Man, he's doing a bang-up job at first base. He's batting .320, man. Hit a big home run. 3-run shot to right field. 2 runs scored. Dude, can't ask anything more from Dominic Smith. Casey Schmidt had a hit. We'll talk about him. Fitzgerald, no hits. Porter got himself a hit and an RBI. How about that? Good on the kid. Giants walked 7 times, struck out 9, but, 7 wasn't enough. Not today. They were 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Again, you want to see that better. Here, we'll talk about this shortly. The error by Schmidt. Here we go. Birdsong. You were talking about it, Glenn. 6 innings, only 6 hit, 3 earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. That's good, man. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that. I thought, especially in Colorado, man, I'll take that every single day.
Yeah, but in Colorado, I just question leaving him in 100 and whatever, 103 guys, 106. That's a lot of pitches.
He got through it.
Yeah, I'd be huffing and puffing, dude.
I don't know. I hear you. Hey, he's a young buck, though, man. He's only 23. Get out there and get after it, man. Come on, man. Jelly came in for a third. Not too good. Gave up 2 earned on 2 hits. Miller came in for 2/3. He did okay, except he walked. Walker looked better today. Didn't give anything up. And then Rodriguez came in, gave up 2 hits, had 2 walks. Gave up 3 runs, but only 1 of them was earned because of the error. So there you go. Tail of the tape for the San Francisco Giants. Fuji already coming in with $2. Thank you, sir. Realistic expectation for LA series. Win 1 of 3.
Yeah.
I would love to get to. Look, I guess this is what we're going to go against. Yamamoto, Kershaw, May.
Hi, Isabel.
I think the Giants could get 2 of 3. I'll tell you why. Let's talk about expectations here in a little bit, Fuji. We'll get back to that, but thank you for the $2. All right, let's talk about this, guys. Our third baseman, Casey Schmidt, right? Had a tough day at third base at the hot corner. Had that error. Looked like he was getting a little bit ahead of himself. Probably was worried about that double play rather than just getting the out. And unfortunately,
I wouldn't even go that far.
Here, let's go. What you got?
I wouldn't go that far.
What you got?
Bad play. Bad play. Didn't turn the double play. Didn't field it cleanly. Dude.
Nope, you did it.
See the arm earlier in the game? Come on. Things find a way to balance it out.
And this is the problem. Look, guys, it happens.
Recency freaking bias.
You have games where you're going to have errors. Look, Matt Chapman has had errors, right?
Yeah.
And would we do the same thing? Absolutely. You criticize when there needs to be criticized. And Casey Schmidt, as you pointed out, he should have made the play. There's no doubt about it. Should have made the play. He's in the big leagues. He's a major leaguer. He needs to turn that double play, period. He bobbled the ball. He screwed up. Well, guess what? You got to play a game tomorrow.
Was it today's game or last night? He had the bullet. That was last night.
Oh, the night before. Yeah, where he threw that nice lob.
Come on. I mean, again, crucifying a guy over one play.
Right.
And I don't hear anybody saying, well, Ramos, he fumbled it out there. Like,
but that didn't do nothing. The guys are still going to be on second and third, whether he bobbled it or not.
Right.
Right. So it didn't cost anything, right? You would like to see him field the ball cleanly, but it wouldn't have cost a run. Everyone advanced where they were supposed to advance.
You know the problem.
The problem is
the Giants fans. Somebody's got to take the blame.
And if Schmidt did this in the third inning and it didn't have anything to do with the outcome of the game,
right,
there would be nothing talked about it. But because it happened in the bottom of the ninth where the game is on the line, and that's the problem, right? But guess what? He's your third baseman. There's nobody else that's going to play third base. Matt Chapman is going to be on the shelf for the foreseeable future. He's going to go see a doctor tomorrow. We don't know how long he's going to be out. So Casey Schmidt is going to be your third baseman until further notice. He's not going anywhere.
You know why?
Because he's a good third baseman.
Give me another reason why.
There's no one else.
There you go.
There's no one else. Where are you going to put Wilmer at third base? No, it ain't happening.
No, he's going to play there for the next month, Eric.
Yes, that's what's going to happen.
And he doesn't even need rest. The guy, dude, he could play the next month. He doesn't need any rest. He's well rested.
Steve-O, you come up with a great quote. I like it. Some of the stuff you've been saying, I've been watching you. But this one is good. Everyone been saying, let the young guys play. This is part of that. 100%.
Nicely done. Nice.
100%. I agree with you. This is part of the learning process of being in the big leagues. And look, Schmidt's been a big leaguer for a while. In 2023, he had quite a bit of run. 2024, last year, not so much. This year, he's getting more. Come on.
No.
Come on.
And you know what? Tomorrow night, if he hits 2 home runs, we beat LA. This will be long forgotten, Eric.
Thank you. And you know what's a perfect cure? A perfect cure for this?
Bounce back
Go out there and beat LA. How about that? And you know what? If they win the series against LA, what happened in Colorado is going to be forgotten about. And I don't want to hear this bullshit at the end of the year. Oh, if the Giants don't get in by one game, we could look. Look, there's a lot. It's 162 freaking games, guys.
Yes. So that's why you play that many. Dude, and you win and lose as a team.
Right. Exactly. It's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. Just like, look, if it happened with Matt Chapman, we'd be saying the same damn thing. Yes, he should have made the play. It was a bonehead. Dumb. He's getting paid to do that. He's getting paid a lot of money to do that. And we would say it. But then again, you still got to go back out there tomorrow and play the game. You got to. This is who they got. And this is what, as Steve-O rightly said, This is part of the process of the young guys playing, man. And you got to remember, how many games has he played at third base this year? This is his third time. His third time. Even though that's his position, they got him playing second base, third or first base. They got him dude, they playing him all over the place. So you can't fault him, for maybe having just a little bit of rust. Like, look, if you were to ask him, should you have made the play? Of course. What do you think he's going to? Yeah, I should have made the play, right? But come on, let's not hang the guy.
No.
Come on.
And let's face it, too. San Francisco Giants, for whatever reason, Eric, and it shows in the stats, the third bag sees a lot of action, man. Look at Matt Chapman. He's got 7 errors
100%.
this year, but look at the number of plays he's had to make.
A shit ton.
Same thing's going to happen with Schmidt. He's going to see the ball quite a bit. I don't know why. They're higher than average, the number of ground balls to third and hard hit balls. I mean, they don't call it the hot corner for nothing, Eric.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's that. Why do they call it the hot corner? There's a reason why they call it the hot corner, because the ball is hit awfully hard to you. They're playing at third base. That's just part. Now,
you don't always gobble them all up.
And let's not forget this, guys. The Giants are still 11 games above 500.
Well, there you go.
Would it have been nice if it was 13? Yes, it would have been great.
Not 9.
It's right. It's not 3. It's 11 games above 500. We're still doing okay. Now, we got some tough challenges ahead. Okay, let's see. I'll tell you what. And if you want to, let's get into this Dodgers series. It's going to be huge. You know what? It's not going to be a test for the lineup. For me, it's not. It's going to be the test for this rotation, because what is the thing? What is the thing what is keeping this team going? It's the rotation and it's the pitching. Pretty much the best pitching in all of baseball right now.
Well, dude, in the same respect, though, Eric, respectfully, you can't go into Dodger Stadium for 3 games this weekend and throw 3 hits on the board all 3 games.
Agreed. But you know what? Here's the reason why I'm saying this, because the Dodgers pitching is absolutely atrocious.
Tomorrow's game is must-see television, dude. Yamamoto and Webb.
What they need to do, listen to me. And never played professional baseball in any way, shape, or form. But all I'm asking, the hitters, make Yamamoto throw a shit ton of pitches and get into that bullpen. The Dodgers bullpen is hot garbage. So get Yamamoto out there. If it means to keep your bat on the shoulder, then do it. Keep your bat on the shoulder. Get as deep a count as you can, and then try to do damage. Because, man, I tell you what, the Giants have a chance here, because the pitching, you're going to go up against one of the best lineups in all of baseball. This is where the rotation needs to go out there and make their money, man. They got to go out there and get it done.
You know who's going to have a big series, Eric? I'm gonna go out there, and I think Jung-Hoo Lee has a big series. It seems that whenever they go into the hostile territory, remember what he did in Yankee Stadium? I know we're going back a few months, but he's been equal to the occasion against the big dogs. So going to play at Yankee Stadium, and then now he's going to be in 3 games. I can't. He'll play all 3. So, I mean, let's do it.
You know what? You know who I think is going to be the guy? You know who I think gets up for this series? Elliot Ramos. I could see that. I think he's got that. He's got that drive, and I think he'll get up for all that intensity there that's going to be in Dodger Stadium.
Maybe it's Wilmer. Good place to hit.
Maybe it's Wilmer. I'd love to see that.
Maybe it's Porter.
You know who I hope it is? Adames. I hope it's Adames. Let's see what he does.
Dude, I'll settle with just anybody. It's not crazy here. Just somebody show up and hit.
Anybody.
And the same thing, like Robert Rothschild said, Dominic Smith will go deep. The guy hits 1 home run, and now he's Mickey Mantle.
Look, I'm just happy that he's making contact, and he's giving you some good at-bats.
He is.
Right? If you get a home run, let's go. But, hey, I'm just happy he's out there making freaking contact.
See the way the ball flies? See that catch? It was at the 8th inning. Jung-Hoo Lee went back on a ball, made the catch.
Oh,
in the gap. They've got gaps around baseball. That one was like a
left center.
A corner. And in center field. And
how
he went
about that
back a
home
long
run?
way.
That home run off, that last home run off of for Birdsong. The guy he just stuck the bat out there. And
A flick of the wrist, as
yeah, that's what it
would
was.
say.
That's what I'm saying. It's tough for pitchers.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of power,
Time for the daily.
Eldridge Watch.
there we go.
Hey, I knew it was coming.
Here we go. What is Eldridge doing today? He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, batting a cool 107.
I'm going to plead the fifth on him.
Again, Eldridge 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Currently, they are in the bottom of the 7th. Luciano with 2 hits. He's brought his average up to 211. McRae 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Meckler, by the way, is playing second base. Matos, he's batting 333 with a hit.
Ooh, Luciano stroking the ball.
Yeah, but look at his average.
Yeah, he had a good game tonight, though.
Yeah, good game. But again, there you go. Again, Eldridge 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts.
Oh, boy. What a night.
Hey, just got to let him cook.
Let me take a deep breath here, Eric. Let's remind everybody who are we got quite a plethora. You can see them on the screen, Eric, but let's let the sponsors have their say, and we'll get ready for the second segment of tonight's program.
I like it.
Giants Sports Talk Live, brought to you by Lefties in Burlingame. Visit Lefties for all of your Giants collecting needs. By GenesisGoldIRA.com, Signatures for Soldiers. Duxwell Printing, for all of your printing needs in the Bay Area. Visit Duxwell Printing at 37 Wentworth Place in San Francisco. And by BetterCreditCards.com. For the best credit card choice for you, visit BetterCreditCards.com. Covering the San Francisco Giants nightly online. We are Giants Sports Talk Live. Now, back to Eric and Glenn.
Thanks, Ian.
There we go, man. But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to this upcoming series. It's going to be a big test again for the rotation. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what they could do, man. Because if you're going to make any hay, you got to beat these teams in your own division. Got to. Because what's the record now in their own division? Let's look. Hold on.
I wouldn't have that at my fingertips.
That?
Can't quite put my finger on that one.
Does it show that on there? I don't think it shows it on there, do they? Shit, I don't think they do. Whatever. I'm not going to – it's going to take for 2 over. Here, let me see what the standings – I'm just going to see what the standings are. Man, 1 game back. We could have been tied. Oh, but whatever. It is what it is. But you got to. We're 2-4 against the Padres, and against the Rockies, we are 5-2, right? 5-2 against the Rockies.
Hasn't the Rockies only lost 9 games now?
Who are you talking
All right,
about?
now 1. I beg your pardon. Haven't they only won like 9? What's their record? 9 and
it's like 12. No, 13. They got 13 wins. They're 8-8 in NL West. Whoo! Look.
Yeah, that's scary when you think about it, Eric.
I know you got. Hey, if you
You've
look,
lost to Colorado twice.
I know it's tough. It's tough. Let's come on. This is what I'm saying. Let's focus. Focus.
And don't give me it's Colorado's Coors Field, because we lost to them at home too.
San Francisco Giants, focus. Today, this weekend, right now, on the airplane. You're flying from Colorado. I want you sitting in your seat. Listen here, San Francisco Giants, I want you to be in your seat doing this. Eye of the Tiger.
The
Focus.
Eye of the Tiger.
Focus, man.
Is that a Rambo reference movie?
I want you. What's the Rambo reference? Where do we go?
Eye of the Tiger. That was in one of the Rambo boxing or fighting movies.
Man, it's Rocky, man.
I haven't seen that movie.
Focus. That's what I want. I want focus, man. Go out there and get 2 of 3 against LA. You can do it. You got the pitching. Come on.
You can do it. Yes.
You can do it. Yeah, come on. Let's go, man. There's nothing. We got nothing to. Hey, we got nothing to worry about. We won the series in freaking Colorado. It's okay. It's okay. So let's go into LA and take care of freaking business, huh? Come on. Is there anyone out there that doesn't think that the Giants can't win the series? Come on.
Well, I don't know. Live is kind of cranky tonight. He says 8-8 versus the National League West. Haven't even faced the Dodgers yet.
Correct. Yeah, I know. Hey, it's tough. I get it. But come on.
Both.
Are you telling me that the Giants cannot take 2 or 3? Yes, they can. If you told me, in the beginning or in the offseason, hey, you think they can take 2 or 3? Come on.
Yeah, but to be honest, Derek, and be fair with the situation, the Giants could sweep. They could get swept. Who the hell knows? Will the real Giants please stand up?
We'll see. Hey, the pitching could keep them in it, man. Come on. I'll tell you what the key is going to be tomorrow. You know what the key is tomorrow? Real easy. So Logan Webb is going tomorrow. What does Logan Webb need to do? It's only one thing he needs to do, and I think he'll be good to go.
Just eat innings and get ground balls, man. That's all I want.
Okay. All he has to do, get through the first inning unscathed and then go into cruise control. Because the one thing that Logan Webb has troubles with, right, is the first inning. He gets into some troubles. If he comes out there and he deals in that first inning, get in there, get out. You don't even have to strike him out. Get 3 ground balls. Come out of there with freaking 10 pitches thrown.
Tomorrow night's a big game, especially going up against Yamamoto. And Justin Kerwin says Webb only one going with
first inning, man.
You've got Roop and Harrison in games 2 and 3, Eric.
The first inning. If he
I'm hanging my hat on that.
Hey, I think we'll see.
That'll win tomorrow night.
We'll see. We'll see Logan. Let's see what young Roop can do.
And a hostile environment too. Woo.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Roop stared down the bear.
I think next time they play at Dodger Stadium, Eric, you can go and do the show live. I did one live from Oracle. You do one live from outside Dodger Stadium. How about that?
Could you
wear your best Giants hat?
I'll have a bulletproof vest. I gotta get some Kevlar for the noggin. Yeah. LG just hit a home run. Oh, we got an update.
Well, there you go. See, Eric.
Hold on.
0 for 3 1 minute. Bomb the next.
Oh, look at this. Hold on.
Boom.
What do we got here, folks?
Time for the daily.
Eldridge Watch.
As you can see, he now has 1 hit, 2 RBIs. Look at that. Way to go.
Lead. There you go.
Way to go. Hey, hold on. Let's see what he did. What did he do? Hold on. Bryce Elder, homers on a center field. Hit it 105 miles an hour, 388 feet, 26 degrees of launch angle. There you go. And he got it on the first pitch he saw. Looks like it was a little bit away. There you go.
That must have been a bomb. 26 degrees launch?
26-degree launch angle. Correct.
That was a bomb.
Came in at 95, went out 105. There you go.
That's getting solid contact, Eric.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. There we go. All you had to, hey, you know what works? Just shit on him. And then he comes out and he'll freaking go out there and hit a home run.
Jesus, what are we? You said we were what? How many games above 500?
11.
So why would anybody? It says Saturday's. Justin says Saturday's game may be in question due to protest. Why would we protest our team?
No.
Not going to be a protest at Dodger Stadium.
No, please. It's just, please. Can we just, let's get our heads about this, please.
We got Robert Rothberg talking about a king. Jesus, this is going out of control.
Let's lower the temperature.
Focus.
Come on.
Focus.
Let's put our big boy pants on.
Oh, you and the big boy pants. That was your favorite. That was a topic of conversation in the green room.
Yes, it was. That's what we need. If that happens, well then, maybe we could get something accomplished. But
Robert Rothberg, Glenn, who was your favorite Giant pitcher and an everyday player of all time? My favorite all-time player was Chris Spire, and my favorite pitcher was the Freak.
Hey, there you go. All right, let me see.
Well, we all can't go back and be sitting at the ballpark watching the 1962 Giants like Robert. I wasn't even born. I can only play this game within my element here. So I was a kid when Chris Spire played for the Giants. Then he went to the Montreal Expos, where I saw him play all the time. And you can't go wrong with the freak, Eric. Oh, buddy. He was excited. Now he's the kind of player like a Jung Hoo Lee where you pay to get a ticket because, hey, Lincecum's pitching tomorrow night. Let's go to the game. I like Lincecum.
Lincecum was awesome, dude. He was awesome. Where the heck is that? I think we still got it in here. There you go. Look at that. You want to talk about some good vibes? Let's go.
Love the hair.
Let's go. Yeah, I know.
I'm working on getting mine back there. It's coming.
The hair and the soul patch. There you go. You gonna do a soul patch? Do a soul patch, man.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to get the Wilmer look.
Let's see. Justin, I haven't heard about that.
Timmy lit the park up. I like that.
He did 100%.
Let Timmy smoke.
Webb off Friday. I haven't heard anything about him being off Friday. Why is there a purple crown near my name?
You are the king. You are the king.
Hold on. Let me get into YouTube.
Because he's the number. He's at the top of the list when it comes to moderators.
He's not a moderator.
Well, maybe it's because
what is that? Hold on. What the hell does that even mean? It means you were in here first? Is that what it means? Look at that. JB has crown number 2. Morkatna, crown number 3. What the hell?
You got to get here early. You want to win the awards.
What is that? It's been, dude. Look, because
I think he had the crown the other night too. He's 2 games above.
Just so you guys know, we see the chat through StreamYard. We don't see it through YouTube. What in the hell? That's pretty freaking cool, man. Look at that. We got crowns. It's because we don't shut up. That's pretty good. Yeah. Hey, news to me, guys. I didn't know what that's all about.
There you go.
Learn something every day. The volume of chats, is that what it is?
Well, Robert certainly comes in with a lot of posts.
He does.
He does.
He does.
I like that. Hey, Arson Judge says, super chats give exposure to, you know.
Hey, there you go. It says it ranks
like
by the chat engagement. More comments equals more
exposure.
Okay. Or usually XP is what is that used to be?
Windows.
Oh, no, in gaming. Experience.
Jesus, Eric, you see Windows 10 is going bye-bye this October? Oh, dude, every time I get things set up for the radio stations on the new computers, it's like, we're not offering any. And the software all runs smoothly on the updates. They're killing me.
Tough.
They're killing me.
What am I supposed to answer?
Can you answer the same question he asked me? Who's your favorite pitcher? Who's your favorite player?
Oh, favorite pitcher and favorite player. God, when I grew up there, I had a couple of them. Will Clark and something about Kevin Mitchell, man. There was something
a couple of thrills there. Woo.
Right? But just because I'll never forget, I was in high school, right? And
Kevin Mitchell, the one-handed grab.
My electronics teacher, he had the game on when they were playing in '89 when they clinched it against who was that? The Phillies, right? When he hit that, was it the Phillies? I can't remember who it was, but he had that liner right up the middle, and he just said we couldn't watch it, but we heard it. Dude, it was so freaking awesome. It was so freaking awesome.
You were a Giant fan as a wee lass, were you? Not lass. What would it be?
Lad?
Oh. Yeah, lassie. I'm tired tonight. I think it was an afternoon game, Eric.
Oh my God. Marcus wants to come in. He wants to talk, huh? I haven't seen Marcus in forever. What do you think? You want to throw out the link out there?
Yeah, I'll do that. And then bring him on for a few minutes. I don't want to go late tonight. Unless you want to stick around.
No, I don't want to go that late. You know what? Hey, before we do that. Oh, I got to update this, guys.
All right. I'm going to, Marcus, take a look at the chat and I'll give you the link.
Do that. And I'm going to do this because the squares are getting full fast. Had 5 squares filled today, guys.
Nice.
Just so you know. All right, here we go. Let's play this, and then we'll talk more about it.
Giant Sports Talk Live and the NorCal Sports Network have teamed up to give back to the community. We ask for your support as we aid in Haley Busby's fight for life in her battle with liver cancer. To take part in this fundraiser, you can purchase an entry for just $20, and the winner receives 4 front row dugout seats at Oracle Park for your choice of an August 8th game versus the Washington Nationals or the August 29th game when the Giants host the Baltimore Orioles. The winner will also get an on-field experience on game day and attend batting practice. So secure your entry now, as eligibility is limited. Draw date to be determined. The Busby family, Giant Sports Talk Live, and the NorCal Sports Network thank you for your participation and contribution to this worthwhile event, covering the San Francisco Giants and giving back to those in need in 2025. Giant Sports Talk Live and the NorCal Sports Network.
And let's not forget Tommy's. They've been around since 1965, Eric. And how about a little pizza with your margarita, too?
Yeah, there you go. Got 3 margaritas from Tommy's. You'll have $50 gift certificate from Tommy's and a $50 gift certificate from Capos. Your name gets on the freaking scoreboard. You get to go on the field. Again, guys, if you got $20 to spare, buy a square, guys. If you could spare, buy a square. Again, it's going to a great cause.
Square? Hey, here's a question for you. This is an important question to ask, Eric. So if the winner takes either you and I or Dan and Lou to the game, who would get more booze?
First off, if anyone won it, why in the hell would they invite us in the first place?
That's true. Hey, you know what? Speaking of invited to a game, where the hell? Anybody know where Rob C went? We owe Rob C a game, and I don't know where he's gone on the missing list. Somebody just asked about Dilly. I haven't seen Dilly very much.
Dilly pops. He just pops in. He'll come in and say the team is fun, and then that's about it. He's probably a busy guy.
Rob C, I got your tickets. Rob C, aisle 6.
Real quick, Fuji, he donates $2, says, how about watching Kane throw a perfect game? That was fantastic.
Indeed it was.
That was so
I told you on a prior
awesome.
show, I flew in for that game. I flew in on the day of the game.
That was so much fun, dude.
I didn't see either of the no-hitters. Well, one was in San Diego, I believe.
Yeah.
And one was at Oracle.
Right.
Against the Padres. I guess he had their number.
Yes, he did.
Without further ado, let's bring him in. Haven't seen Marcus I forgot what he looked like.
Hold on, real quick.
Geez.
Marcus, before I get to you, here we go. Let me do these squares. As you can see, they're filling up pretty damn quick, guys.
Yep.
Filling up pretty damn quick. So again, if you want a chance to win 4 tickets to a Giants game, either August 9th or 29th against the Nats or the Orioles, then go ahead and donate, man. Well, I'll throw up the QR code. If you're interested, I'll throw out the QR code, and then we'll go from there. All right. Awesome.
Is he pulling my leg, or is this? Well, I'm Rob C. Glenn. Eddie Case 24.
No, Eddie C. Eddie is not Rob C.
Well, you're not going to the game then. You stole it away.
What's up, Marcus?
Shirt. Was that a giveaway?
How's it going? It's been a while.
Is that a giveaway shirt you got on there? I like that look. A Hawaiian look.
Yeah, I bought it on eBay because I
That's actually nice.
Game. It was like, I don't know, $50 or $60 or something.
I like that. All the different freaking fonts of the Giants and the ballpark. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Good stuff. So what's up, Marcus? What you got, man?
Oh, man.
First of all, where have you been hiding? Where the hell have you been?
Well, I've been going to games, but also just work and stuff happening. It's no longer the winter, so more stuff going on. But yeah, I've been going to games, and it's real fun watching this team. But today really highlighted how badly we miss Matt Chapman. Like, my God,
true.
It was if that didn't show you just like how valuable Matt Chapman is, I don't know what will.
Right. No,
real
there's no doubt
heartbreaker.
about it. Look, right? Matt Chapman, he's a freaking platinum glover. He's a 9-time gold glover. The guy's value is his defense. And look, is Schmidt at that level? No, not yet. It may eventually, but he's still a good defender. People have a bad game. Look,
Yeah,
Matt Chapman has had bad games. Okay?
Of course.
And that's the problem is people get focused in because of the situation of when the error happened, right? Again, I said this before. If it was in the third inning and it had no outcome on the game, people would be like, okay, well, whatever. He should have got it, but no one would be.
Yeah, I mean that last one definitely was a heartbreaker, of course. But there's some other ones over the course of the game that
there's others he should have had.
And I'm not saying that Schmidt was, especially worse than the average, major league third baseman. Just that it reminds us that, like, Casey Schmidt's human, and Matt Chapman is sort of an inhuman defender. Like things that we took for granted, really reared its ugly head. And also, the zone today was completely unbelievably tight. Like there was a lot of calls in the strike zone that were called.
It happens.
Which way?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I would have liked to see Rodriguez get it in the zone a little more.
Yeah, Rodriguez is all over the place, man.
Yeah. I think, they're saying in the broadcast, obviously I've never had to deal with like the high altitude, the thin air, but I remember earlier on in the series, they were talking about how, when you're throwing these like four seam fastballs, these sliders and stuff in different air, you sort of expect movement in a way that you don't get out in Colorado.
And so, you can't do nothing as a pitcher, man. You can just you throw it how you throw it, but because of the environment, it's just sometimes it's ineffective.
It's not like he was missing by feet, he's missing by a ball. Mm-hmm. So it was interesting. It was interesting, and I still feel good about Randy Rodriguez. Today was definitely
he's fine.
Not great for him. Yeah,
just like Schmidt, he's gonna be fine, guys. It sucked. Okay, it sucked. But look, it's baseball. It's 100.
How about Willie Adames finally showing up?
but I like to see it. I want to see more of it, especially out of Colorado, right? Yeah.
I'm just happy his batting average is above 200.
Yeah, above 200.
I'm not really like I don't really care about batting average as a stat as far as like assessing players. We knew he stunk we knew Adames was stinking without looking at his batting average.
Correct. You didn't need the batting average to confer.
Yeah, exactly. But it's aesthetically, it's nice to not see, a 1 at the start of his batting average when you're, looking at the box score.
Right. Fuji donates $2. Even Lysol is only effective 99.99, not 100%. There you go. Yeah, there you go. It's a great. Hey, Fuji, spot on. Look, you can't be. It's a game of where sometimes you just got to execute, and sometimes you get a bad hop, and you just. Yeah. Whether I don't know what was in his mind. Maybe he was trying to rush it because he knew the bases are loaded and was, maybe took his eye off the ball to a certain extent. And that happens. It happens to the best of them.
Yeah. Someone told me we were going to have 40 wins at this point in the year.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have been like, Posey's the GOAT.
Come on.
Right. Like there's, I cannot believe they assembled such an amazing team. We in the winter, we were like, we don't know what's going to happen. Like this year could be a total bust. My only hope going into this year was I really hope they show that we have some promise so that we can use that to court free agents in the offseason. Because, showing that we have a pulse is important to lure people to show that we're serious.
Fair.
But we are far surpassed. There's still a lot of baseball left, but we are far surpassing what I was hoping for from the season. So,
like the guys say in the chat every night, a win is a win. They don't care how they come, how they get. It's in that win column.
Yeah.
In the preseason, I didn't think we'd have the bats.
I would say
I didn't think we'd have the bats.
That was
crazy. I thought Wilmer would have
wins.
a good year, but I didn't see the pitching being to this level.
This good, yeah, of course. I thought the pitching would be decent. When I thought the pitching would be decent, but I didn't think they'd be the best in baseball.
Right.
I'm looking over at the Phillies rotation in the preseason, and I'm like,
oh, they're going to be dominant.
They're going to be insane. And
Dodgers.
I was like, the Dodgers. I was like, the Dodgers are going to be injured, but they signed so many people that surely their pitching is going to be good. No,
Right.
all of them got injured.
It's
all of them got injured.
And
So
look, don't the Giants, come on, let's talk about this. Marcus, you're in here. Giants have a chance to go 2-3 in LA, right? Because of the pitching of the Dodgers, right? You got Webb. Webb's got to go out there and he has to. He's got to set the tone. If he gets through that first inning clean,
I mean,
we're good.
His cutter that he has this season.
Oh, how about that four-seamer he throws up in his zone? I
like,
love that.
I mean,
four-seamer
his
up in the zone.
strikeout rate skyrocketed this year. And
yes,
I'm so sad that I had to trade him away in fantasy, but I knew like this guy is on something this year. He has the strikeout numbers. He's not just a one-trick pony with inducing the ground balls and getting weak contact. Mm-hmm. So if he sets the tone and we can rally some runs behind him, I think we will have a good vibes going into the later games in the series.
Okay, and here we go. And this is going to be there. Yep. Thank you, Glenn. Go for it. I was going to bring that up.
No, you take that. I was setting the stage for you, man.
I tell you what, this is where you got to prove that you are the best rotation in baseball. You got to. Granted, you don't have Ray going, but you do have Webb. I still don't understand why they didn't swap Ray and Harrison, because then Ray would have been pitching Game 3. That would have been so much better than I don't want Harrison to go. That's just me. But look, the pitching should be able to get it done. Now, one thing I'm a little concerned about is the status of the bullpen. Now, you got some guys. You got tomorrow. You got Taylor. He didn't pitch today.
Duvall didn't pitch today. You
got Beck, Bivens as your long guys,
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got some pieces there.
We're going to put Eric Miller out there if Ohtani's up in a high leverage situation.
Yes, because he's got so much ownage on Ohtani.
He's the Ohtani killer.
He is 100%.
So far. I mean, obviously, the sample size isn't the largest.
And he only pitched a third of an inning, so he'll be ready to go tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
Rodriguez might be done for 2 days because he pitched.
He pitched 40 pitches today, so we're not going to see him until Game 3 probably. But hopefully, we won't need him. But the thing is, like, there's people are saying, "Oh, the Dodgers are going to handle our pitching." Well, they couldn't handle Dylan Cease, and so it's a gamble with them. You never know what bats are going to show up. I mean, they are liable to just destroy any great pitcher, but they're also liable to whiff.
You go.
The thing is the Giants got to take advantage of the horrendous pitching of the Dodgers. And I said this in the top of the show. I don't know if you're here, Marcus. You got to get Yamamoto out of that game. Take as many pitches as you possibly can against the guy and get to their bullpen, because you should be able to do some damage in their bullpen.
Taking some long at bats against Yamamoto. I mean, Yamamoto has an insane pitch mix, but he's not always throwing them all for strikes. He's trying to get you to chase. So if you can foul off a few pitches, work a count, if you get out after taking 6 or 7 pitches, whatever, that's fine. Get past him, move on to their bullpen that's already taxed. Like, you're gonna have a good series. Get into that bullpen early on in the series, and you have something going. They're not. It's not like they have an unhittable pitching staff, and it's not like their bats will, always crush everyone. The best players in baseball aren't going to be on every game.
Problem with this Giants team, though, it's so hard to handicap it. Here we are on a Thursday night looking at a weekend series. Is it going to be a sweep? Are we going to get swept? You don't really know until you let a few innings start to flow. And even then, look at today, Eric. You never know with this team. It's so unpredictable.
Let's talk about this. Alive says the lineup is held together with duct tape. Okay, I get what you're saying. It really
is. Although our lineup right now looks better than it has.
Yeah, let's talk about this. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about this. Ramos doing good, right?
Good.
Lee, he was in a funk. Now he's starting to hit better.
Good.
Flores hitting the ball, right?
When you need him, he's there.
Right.
He'll be there.
Exactly.
He'll be there for you.
Dominic Smith has been a revelation at
Eye
first
opener.
base, right? So now you got now you're at 4,
Especially.
right? Adames.
Coming around. I'm holding my
He had a
breath.
good series. He had a good series, which is the first time I've said that the entire season. So hopefully,
I'm hoping he has to step with Chapman going down.
Yeah,
he has to come through.
Well, he's your leader.
You know who needs to another person that needs to start doing something is Fitzgerald. The guy's supposed to have some pop. So let's see. There's not a better place to start doing this popping business than in freaking LA.
How many home runs he got this year, guys? Anybody know?
Does he even have one?
I didn't think he had any. I'm sure he's got one. You got to have one.
I'm sure he has one. I don't know. I haven't been.
I just seem to have forgotten about that one, if there is.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, I'd like to
see.
Yaz.
He's got 2.
Why? They must have been inconsequential. I don't even remember 2.
No, he had like a big, like before he got injured. I remember he started to pick up like in a big way. Do you remember that? Like he was kind of slumping, and then right before he got injured, his bat started heating up. His average was finally above 300. He was hitting the ball, and then he went away on the IL, and he hasn't really hit the same since. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to see Yaz pick up some slack. He was doing so well early on in the season, really justifying the contract that he got, the arbitration he got. And he's just been kind of off recently, but I mean, he's had some clutch hits still, right? It's not like he's been completely silent.
Yeah.
So, it comes down to making sure our pitching's solid, having some clutch hitting. I mean, that's the formula that we've had this season to win games.
Look, exactly. If you can get 4 runs, I'll be okay, because maybe the Giants pitching could keep the bats of the Dodgers down. We'll see. It's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. No, there's no doubt about it. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
But hey, you're the best damn freaking pitching staff in all of baseball. It's time to go out there and prove it against one of the better teams.
And every time you see the San Francisco Giants go out there, play a series, and you look at how critical have we been about the lineup this year, Eric, and the low 170 averages and 200 averages, and guys just not getting it done. But dude, how many more games over 500 do we got to be happy? I mean, they're getting it done.
We're getting the job done. It doesn't matter. No, I will say it doesn't really matter how many runs you score if you win the game, but also our run differential is good. Our run differential that we have this season,
it's at 48.
It's good. Yeah, thanks to the pitching, of course.
Yeah,
but like we're scoring.
It's the second best in the NL West. Dodgers are at like 65, something like that. Yeah.
I don't agree with Justin, Eric. He says they'll be lucky to score 3 runs against LA. LA doesn't have the pitching, Eric. You look at the box scores. LA's been giving up a heap and helping of runs this year. But
they are
keep them in.
Yeah.
So it's a tale of 2 different tapes heading into this series. We got the pitching, they got the hitting. Which comes out on top?
And there you go. And that's why it's hard. I think the Giants could do it. I really do. I think they could do it. Now, they could also easily get swept. I mean, it's just,
you never know,
right? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
all right,
Yamamoto is pitching great. I hope springs eternal. I totally agree that Yamamoto has been pitching great overall, but he's had a few very weak outings where
he's had some
weaknesses are really exposed.
I'm telling you, if you can't do it against Yamamoto, that's why I said get him out of the game. Make him throw a bunch of pitches and get to the bullpen. That's the key. Get to the Dodgers bullpen, and then you can do your damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
Marcus, didn't you say earlier in our little get-together tonight, talking about dude, I thought they'd win 130 games with the pitching they had. They had I said, Eric, we were about a week before the start of the season opening day, and I said, Eric, what the hell are they going to do with 9 starting pitchers? They got like a plethora of pitching, and now they got none. How quickly that unraveled.
Hold on, I got to acknowledge this here before we play this clip. You guys act like they're a playoff team. June 12th, okay, got it. because I believe they're not a playoff team. Okay, and that's fine. But they're 11 games above 500. Currently, right now, they're 11 games. Look, it could go one way, it could go the other, or they could stay where they're at. But they would literally have to, the bottom would have to fall clean out for the club to fall out of contention. Right now, they're in contention.
Keep it rolling.
They are in contention, man.
All they got to do right now, Eric, this high up, is win each series. They can afford a loss here and there. Win a series. Keep winning a series.
Yeah. That's that. Honestly, that's the best thing to do.
And I've said to you that my fear is, even though they've got what I call playoff pitching, unless they make some kind of a splash at the trade deadline or before the playoffs, I just can't see that. They're going to be one of these teams like the Blue Jays or the Twins. They get in, great year, gone in the first 2 games, 2 out of 3, done.
I mean, okay, someone do some math. Hey, do some math for me, Marcus. If the Giants go 500 the rest of the way out, what's their record?
What are we? We're 40-29 now.
Yeah, 40-29. Yeah, hold on. If you got it.
It's an odd number of games left. But
okay, well, let's say
about 46 or 47 more wins. So, that's
say 80, 46
86 or 87 total wins.
Okay. And I said they're probably going to win 84. So currently, if they play 500 ball the rest of the way out, they're going to be between 86 and 87 games. That's pretty good.
I told you they win 79, Eric.
Is it playoff? No, it's not. But do you see the team just playing 500 ball, or do you see them playing better than 500 ball?
Yeah, like slightly better than 500 ball.
You're going to be in the talk of the wild card. You're going to be.
Oh, for sure. And especially with the Diamondbacks and the Braves stinking it up. Mm-hmm. Like I thought going into the season, oh man, Braves, they're a lock. Diamondbacks, they're going to be right in the mix.
Right.
No, I mean, now it's like,
not even. Yeah.
Zach Gallen, Merrill Kelly, Josh Naylor, Eugenio Suarez, all gone at the deadline. That's what
that was huge here today. Suarez and Kelly to the Blue Jays.
What about Naylor? Naylor's gone too, isn't he?
I think the Mariners are be licking their lips, trying to pick up pieces of the snake, trying to make a push.
Really?
There you go.
It's like all the things that are missing from their roster, the Diamondbacks have as free agents becoming free agents. Josh Naylor would be perfect to replace Rowdy Tellez. They'd love to have Eugenio Suarez. And if they are trading some of their young pitching, they can pick up the contracts for Merrill Kelly or Zach Gallen to bolster their rotation. If Munoz needs some more setup guys, they can pick up Shelby Miller to work the eighth. I mean, there's a lot of things to love. If you're the Mariners, you're going to be in shopping mode looking at the Diamondbacks. So,
yeah. Hey, let's take a look at this, guys. You want to feel happy? Let's feel happy. Here we go.
2 outs in the inning. The first pitch, he hits it high and deep out towards the scoreboard. Going back is Packard at the warning track, at the wall, but that one is out of here.
That was the worst baseball call I've ever heard in my entire life. That was the worst baseball call I've ever heard in my entire life. Holy Chardal could do a better job than that. What was that?
I've heard worse.
Dude, I played you my hockey. Some of my hockey goals, the Roadrunner. Dude, I haven't played you the visiting goals. I was synonymous for that. Up the right side, shot scores. That's it.
It's a ball hit to left center field.
Dude, it's the training ground too. That's the minors, dude.
Get out of here. You're
fired. All right, Eric. We're gonna bring up the StatCast, so now you're gonna call the game.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Swinging a drive.
Way
back.
Eldridge at the plate. Pitcher delivers. It's a ball hit deep to left field. It's getting out there. He has a chance. It's gone. Yeah. Home run for young Bryce Eldridge. It's a 2-run shot They increased the lead for the River Cats from, 6-2 against Tacoma. He started out the game slow, had 3 strikeouts. We were saying he's done. He's a bust. Get him the hell out of here. But he comes in and hits a dinger to
You
left
took the
center.
words out of my mouth. I was going to do the color coverage. Eric, a lot of fans have been shitting on him going 0 for 3 earlier tonight.
Come on, man. Come on, man. God, that was horrible. That was horrible.
Who's what? I think the thing is like their motivation's low because they're like, who's even watching this stuff?
Yeah, nobody.
It's like
shit, I'm getting paid peanuts.
They're getting paid nothing. Like whatever.
Oh man.
What else is happening around baseball? We're getting a little more trade. Eric, you got to see the game over there in Sutter Park. A lot of players. Can't remember who it was this morning. Another one came out. It was Rodriguez in Seattle, speaking of the Mariners, saying an atrocious worst batter's box he'd ever stood in. Going back to Little League. It's a Little League ballpark with better batter's boxes. So they're feeling the heat with that facility, Eric. And what is it, another 4 years there?
Supposed to be another 2 after this, right?
Ooh, 3 years. Yeah, a lot of players aren't happy going in there.
Can't blame them. Look, on the outside, the park looks great, but if it's that bad, well, then that sucks, man.
Well, it's 112.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, it's been very mild down here. I'm knocking on wood. I'll take it, man. It's been freaking beautiful.
Senior says it's not that bad, but I'm gonna lean with Rodriguez on this one.
No, talking about the heat. The
heat.
The heat.
Yeah, it hasn't been that bad. It's been hotter in Winnipeg.
I know we had some trade talks in a few of the shows. But who do you guys think is available that you guys want on the Giants, and what would you give up for it?
Bo Bichette, second base. Give up whoever in the minors. Give up a pitcher and give up Matos.
I just don't think they're doing it. I don't think the Blue Jays are going to do that though.
Blue Jays are going to try to extend Bichette.
I don't think so, man. If they were out of it, I would say yes. I would love Bichette.
Well, they're hot.
The AL is also so weak, and their division is like neck and neck. I don't think he's available. Who I think is available is there's
O'Hearn.
Of course O'Hearn.
Yeah.
Then again, I guess within the division, there's not much that's going to happen there.
No.
But there was rumors about Duran.
Duran from Boston.
Mike Trout.
No.
You don't think they're going to part ways with Mike Trout, or you don't want him?
Why would you take on all that money? No.
Maybe the brothers will work out a deal.
No.
I'm not saying that I want Mike Trout. Okay. But hear me out.
If you get you
I don't
better
think
add O'Hoppe.
Eric, I don't think it hurt. Ooh, get the pair of
add
them.
O'Hoppe.
Man.
Add O'Hoppe, and then I'll take on Chris.
As long as they don't throw Solarin in the deal.
Just hear me out. Hear me out on Mike Trout. Okay. His contract is big, yes. But don't you think they'll put butts in seats? A. B. If you see the way he's been swinging the bat, don't you think that even if we can't play him out there every day, that he would be a big upgrade? You can put him at DH, you can put him in right field, you can put him in left field if you need to. I don't know. He's a little fragile to play every day.
His contract, he's too injury prone.
Sure. Oh no, I agree that he's very injury prone.
Then you're going to have to put Wilmer out in the field more often, and although he's been carrying on his legs this week, so who knows?
I'm not against again, what I've been saying, what I've said in the offseason is that you don't buy players, you buy contracts, and I agree that this contract is kind of a stinker, but if the price is right and they pay off, let's say they pay off part of his contract for us, I could see something working out between the Manassian brothers.
But look at this. Let's look at the games, man. This is bad. Okay, let's go. 2020, big deal. 2021, 36 games. 2022, 119. 23, 82, 2024, 29. Currently at 41. I don't know, man.
I'm not expecting him to be who he was. Nobody's expecting to be who he was. But if you look at the contract inflation, I mean, scroll down and look at what his remaining contract looks like.
Oh, no, hold on. I know where that's at. I gotta go bottom. I'm not on this one, is it?
Yeah, they have it at the very bottom.
Do they?
Yeah. Keep scrolling. I think.
I know Kotz does. Holy crap, dude.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff, but there we go. So it's an expensive.
That's a lot of money, dude.
Expensive contract for a lot of years.
A lot of money.
But there's a number. There is a number for which this makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, and if it depends on how much the Angels are willing to pay off of his contract. I mean, no team in baseball is going to just full sale take on all 37 million for 5 years. You know,
no.
The Angels are dying to get rid of this contract.
But you're going to have to give up people for them to pay it down, though.
You're going
to have to give up quite a bit.
The thing is that, like, I think like there is some price that I would pay, and it just comes down to like what the terms are. But if they make a savvy deal to get Mike Trout on the team, you know, let's say they make a deal that makes sense, you know, that evens out. I would be more than happy to see Mike Trout in a Giants uniform. Like pending all these things happening. I mean, I don't think it's that likely. I don't think it's that likely that the Angels are going to be able to work out some deal. Like, I think they're just going to eat the money. You know, like, I think that's overwhelmingly the likely scenario is that the Angels
they're going to eat the money. You know what? If it happens,
I don't know, man.
If it happens, they would have to eat a substantial amount.
Oh yeah, they would have to eat like some obscene amount of money, or like give us some big players, you know, to make up for the deficit.
You know, the problem though, when you come down to the trade, and this could be a magical season, guys. This is what if we're in this thing come trade deadline. You got to go. You got to go for it, man.
Yeah,
this doesn't happen with this club every year. So what they've got to do, in my opinion, is they got to go back to the early teens when they're making the runs, winning the World Series. They always made the trades, and they brought in the Cody Rosses. They brought in little pieces that played a big role.
They did. And right now,
I agree with that too.
They traded for Hunter Pence. Look at the benefit of that trade. And Cody Ross was exceptional.
Would you say that the signing of Dominic Smith, maybe Posey is channeling his inner Sabian a little bit there?
Some people were saying he was channeling his inner Farhan until they saw what he was doing.
No, I don't think it was. No,
I'm just saying that there's a lot of critics. They're saying, like, who are these like bargain bin guys?
I wouldn't say he's
bargain bin. I don't think he's bargain bin though.
No, I don't think he is either anymore. You know, I don't think he is. I think, you know, great job shaking up the lineup, but there were a lot of detractors that were like, what is this? I mean, anytime any small move is made that seems kind of inconsequential and like fiddly, people are always like, oh, that's Farhan. That's the Farhan, whatever. I think bringing in these guys was awesome. And, you know, I would like to see more smart moves like that, of course. But there's also some big moves that I would like to see made. You know, I like the small moves, of course. There's always some holes in your lineup that you can tweak with. Every team has holes, and you need to make small adjustments along the way. But, I mean, the big hole... I mean, Dominic Smith has been working out great so far. He's been hitting the ball. He's been a great defender. But I'm not confident that that's going to last.
It might not.
The whole season. You know what I mean?
Don't know.
So, and so, like, what I would prefer is to make a big move at first base.
Would you make a big move either in right field or second base?
You know, second base, I think Fitzgerald has been.
I don't know, man.
Fitzgerald has not been not competitive.
He could be better, but I think like the thing about second base is that like really, it's hard to find huge upgrades at second base relative to being able to find huge upgrades in right field or first base. If that makes sense. Like it's just how many great hitting second basemen are there in all of baseball? Not that many. And how many of them are under long-term contracts with their teams and will never move ever? Most of them. Whereas like first baseman and right fielder, you can find big hitting first baseman, right and corner outfielders all over the league, people who are ending their contracts. So I think that's sort of the issue is like, if we can develop Fitzgerald into a solid second baseman, I'm fine with. I mean, second base it's just hard. It's a hard position to find big upgrades at.
Hey, Eric, before it's bedtime,
yeah,
Aussie says, Cappy and Lauren,
what's up?
The show. A shout out from Eric Glennon tonight, Marcus.
There you go, man.
Wanted to shout out.
Thanks for supporting. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Completed my mission. There you go.
The tongue and death grip. Oh.
Well, I don't know if you caught the show the other night, Marcus. I give a lot of credit. I was the only one, obviously. Give a lot of credit to
for the
Zaidi.
Oh, sure. I mean, it's some of the signings.
His team.
I mean,
his team. Now that there are what? How many, Eric? 13? 13 games over?
11.
11. So 11 games over 500. I don't hear any This is Farhan's team, and look what they got. Look what they're doing this year.
I think as much as we needed Farhan to go for culture and like morale reasons, I think like if he had not had his job under fire last year and was able to delay winning for 1 or 2 more years, we would have seen an even better team on the field this year because we would have been able to trade.
I don't know about that, Marcus. And here's my predicament with that statement. See if either of you guys agree or anybody in the chat. We still really haven't seen the. When was the last time? 1952 last time I saw a big trade, this Giants team? Come on. So listen, this is still a lot like last year in a lot of respects. I haven't, until I see it happen, it's same old, same old. I haven't seen a ownership other than the signing of the shortstop, Adamas. I haven't seen the ownership just opening up the purse strings and saying, go out and get whoever you need. I mean, you said
it's going to be a little bit different.
Dominic Smith. And oh my God, that was a big move, Eric. Bringing in Dominic. So,
yeah. Be right back.
So I don't know. Marcus, I see a lot of last year still in this.
Yeah, team. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know if you ever had to deal with changing managers before, but when you inherit a team as a manager in a workplace, like there's a lot of stuff that happens that will continue to happen until you actively change it. And Posey hasn't really been there that long, and there's a lot of processes that are set up to make the team run that don't just end overnight. So, I mean, you have your proprietary analytics that tell you who you think's good and why, and I think what's happening is that Posey is taking the people with the eyes that can do the eye test, not just numbers on a spreadsheet, and he's taking those numbers and filtering them using the eyes. So he's still working with a lot of the same base data, but he's just has a different sort of discretion over how it's used. Mm-hmm. You're not going to see a complete shakeup overnight. I think data is really important for understanding things that the eyes can't see. I don't know if you ever watched Moneyball, the movie. I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, I mean, if you look at the way the A's was being run back then, it was like that scene where he's talking about, oh, he has an ugly girlfriend. Ugly girlfriend means no confidence.
Yeah.
Like things were being run that way. And that's embarrassing.
Yeah, let the guy. What kind? I don't. Maybe you don't want to go there. What kind of player do they need?
Yeah,
let's forget I asked that question. There was a great line in the movie.
But yeah, I don't know.
He shows up in the room. Something's been there 5 minutes earlier. You remember that? Oh, that was a great one. I've seen the movie like 26 times.
Oh,
Dude, one of these days I'll break out. I went to see it 11 times in the theater.
Wow.
I got all the ticket stubs in my
awesome.
display case. Yeah. That was a classic. Eric's never seen that movie.
That's a travesty.
It is.
I mean,
and there's such a dynamic of baseball and comedy in it too.
Yeah.
Like it's like when they're saying the best parts of that movie were in the boardroom, weren't they?
Yeah. No. I mean, seeing
he's a shortstop from Seattle. Fabio, right? Oh my God.
Okay, there's a lot of chat activity.
I was looking at the starred chats. Chat's still rolling here. Comments live.
Nats aren't trading Abrams. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Nats aren't going to trade CJ Abrams. I mean, again, the people that are available for trade are either the albatross contracts that people are seriously underperforming what they're being paid. People are always happy to move off of those, or the people that are going to free agency on teams that aren't going to make a run for the playoffs. Those are the types of guys that are getting traded, unless you are in the opposite position and where you have guys, that have the albatross contracts, but are like big name stars, or guys that are going to free agency and you're trying to make a move for the young guys. So I think like talking about young stars on failing teams, like these people don't get traded. These people don't get traded. There's no point in talking about them. Like people are saying, "Oh, I'd love Zachary Neto from the Angels." You're not getting frickin' Zachary Neto. Like let's wake up here, people.
Yeah, you got to be real. I'd like you too to play my backyard party, but it ain't happening, right?
Yeah, it's like
if it's the day after the trade deadline, I don't even know. The date changes every year. It's early, well, maybe the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, somewhere around there in August. So the day after the trade deadline, Marcus is on the hot seat. Who is on the field? Give me one addition who's on our field that makes his team better.
Oh, man.
I'm afraid it could be no one.
Dude, the police. The
Oh,
police
sorry.
got someone surrounded. They got the helicopter in the air making announcements.
Oh my God.
Telling people to
outside your house.
tell them to come outside and dude, it's crazy. Because they were saying stay inside, lock your doors. So
are you sure?
Then they said,
are you sure it's not a fire, Eric?
Dude, no, it's not. No, not yet. Not yet. Come on, man, not yet. What the hell, man? What is going on, dude?
For who I think's available, Glenn, I think Ryan O'Hearn just makes the most sense. He's not a great defensive first baseman, but he's been swinging the bat really well this year, and I think it would not cost a lot to get him.
Well, the problem I've said to Eric over the last few weeks, we've been talking probably 4 or 5 times in the last couple of weeks about these scenarios, trades. The problem that you face now in Major League Baseball more than ever before, we saw it last year at the deadline. Eric and I did like a 7-hour show, and I'm like, we're 5 hours in. I'm like, Eric, are you sure we got the right date? No trades. What's going on? The problem is now they've added the extra teams to the wild card. You had 5 and 6 teams in the race till 2 weeks left.
Yeah.
The pot that you get to choose from, those teams that are going to sell has shrunk.
Yeah. I mean, there's not that many teams that are going to sell. There's the Pirates. Right. There's the Pirates. As far as what I can see now, the Pirates, the Orioles, the Diamond. I'm calling it early on the Diamondbacks. And I swore up and down before their 10-game win streak, the Twins were lost and they were going to sell, but they're in the mix now, so you can't count on the Twins.
Baltimore, Boston, maybe.
I think the Red Sox are in a really interesting position because Alex Bregman's going to come back, and with Bregman and their young talent, who knows what they're going to do, but they don't have a lot that they would trade anyway. It's like people are talking about trading Jarren Duran because they want to find space out there for Roman Anthony, They like Willie Abreu. They love Cedon Rafaela as a defensive guy. So where does that leave Jarren Duran? I mean, if we could trade for Jarren Duran, it will cost us Bryce Eldridge, straight up. But I think that might be worth it. I mean, we get 3 years of Jarren Duran. 3 years of Jarren Duran lines
and you
up
get 6 years of Eldridge.
Right, but you know what I'm saying is that 3 years of Jarren Duran.
Nope.
Jarren Duran, Heliot Ramos, Jung-Hoo Lee, Matt Chapman, Willie Adames. That's a damn good team right there.
Oh, Eric's back.
Yeah.
As soon as the chopper flies by and says, everyone inside, Eric's got to run into the front yard. And go,
yeah, exactly.
Right?
Hey, guys, I'm going to play this
Ladies
quick.
and gentlemen, stay in the house. Stay in the house. That includes Eric Romo.
I'm gonna play this quick clip and then I gotta get out of here because they're telling people to stay inside and lock their doors. So
we got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Where are you going? You can't go anywhere.
Where are you going, Eric?
Yeah.
See, I told you, Eric.
In our locker room, way back there.
It's for her. Thanks, man.
Hey, Gunnar, what do you think about the stadium? Is it?
Appreciate you, brother. Logan, what do you say?
It's not bad.
It's not a minor league stadium. I'm filming just for friends.
Yeah, we just don't have
the facilities
area to get ready.
Yeah, that sucks. But the hitter's eye is pretty good, though, right? The batter's eye?
Yeah, it was last night. I don't know about early in the game.
Gunnar, this stuff you do with the yak.
There you go. That was Gunnar Henderson talking about Sutter Health. All right, man. Hey, I'm going to get out of here because I don't know what the hell's going on. So
the ICE agents have arrived.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on. They said something about 2 men. They're armed, no shirts. So and they're not that far. I mean, it's right.
Sounds like downtown San Francisco, Eric.
Yeah, I know.
We made the run. They're on the run.
I'm going to get the hell out of here. All right. Hey, Marcus, thanks for coming on, man.
How's your fantasy going, Marcus?
I feel good.
You're clawing away.
I feel good. I feel good about my strategy, and I mean, obviously, I don't love that I've had some really big injuries hit my team, but I mean, if you look at my performance tonight, the guys that I'm picking up off the floor are producing. Miguel Vargas gave me 12 points tonight, and
nice.
Nice. Some other dropped guys, Brendan Doyle and Yair Diaz, both producing for me.
Well, we haven't seen you much since the draft. We haven't seen much of you on the show. And, I remember earlier in the season, I even texted Eric and said, oh, I feel for Marcus. He's like, what? Why? What's going on? I go, you had Milwaukee's pitcher going the day that
Nestor Cortez.
Torpedo
that was tough. That was tough.
I watched and I'm laying on the bed and I go, holy crap, who's got this pitcher? And I'm like, who's minus 21 in the second inning? Holy cow.
Yeah, I mean, luckily there are some people who have they've had worse outings than him since then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I have a few complaints about the league that I will not air on the show.
Oh, really?
But
we made a decent trade.
Yeah, no, I think our trade was really good.
It was straight up. I'd like a little more production from nuts at first base, but
I think our trade was very fair. It gave us both things that we were missing, and just overall, I think we made both of our teams better. And I've been offered a lot of horrible trades over the course of the season. I'm not going to say how, but me and Dilly made some really nice, fair trades. I don't know. I overall, I feel good. And I think there's some weird things about the points that we haven't ironed out exactly yet, but overall good. And I like my team. Obviously, I wish Bregman and Alvarez were not injured. I wish that Hunter Green, Logan Gilbert were not injured. But it's baseball.
See my philosophy? I was going all starters. Now you look at my roster: reliever, closer, reliever, closer, reliever, closer.
I transitioned to reliever, having a lot of relievers very early on because I realized
I think I traded you pitcher, and then you flipped him to Dilly.
I did flip him to Dilly, yeah.
And Dilly wanted him for me, but I wasn't getting. I think I got to get what I need. I mean, I got to use him for leverage.
Yeah, and I really wanted Salvador Perez because I was falling behind in catcher starts, and he plays every day. which was pretty important for me.
Dude, we'll talk about making trades on a professional level. I would never have dealt him if I didn't have Cal Raleigh.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously, I would have preferred Cal Raleigh.
He ain't going no way. But
I know you were never.
You get one player's got the little red circle in the line. It's like can't touch him. Raleigh is another one on my. He should have the red circle because he ain't going nowhere.
I'm not talking about changing this season. I'm saying for like if we do this again, I would like to change some things about the point system. But yeah, I mean, there's a few guys on my team that I held on for a long time that were kind of soft, like Soto. Obviously, I was never getting rid of Soto, even though Dan offered me Brenton Doyle for Juan Soto, and then laughed at me when I got him on the waiver wire.
Okay, now that Eric stepped aside, I only got a couple of minutes, but I got to ask you this, and it's something that's kind of haunted me over the last few weeks since our trade, really, and it had nothing to do with the players that we dealt. Have you found that during the season you've run into a situation at all? Maybe I'm a standalone here, but I've got players who are considered. I drafted them. They're guys I said, I want him on my team. And their names. I'll give you an example. Jason Dominguez, the catcher for the Phillies. These guys are getting me freaking minuses and it comes to the point like, can I drop a player who's a big name? I got to.
That's happened to me, I think, a couple times.
They're killing me.
I think like thinking about the game in terms of like who's productive and not just who's a big name. Like Jason Dominguez, he's still young, man. Like he still has stuff to figure out at the plate. So I don't know. I don't think he was someone that I would be super precious about. But like for me, who was it?
No, but he's one of those players for me that I'm like, I'm sure you've done this. The guy doesn't produce. And I call it my Giants philosophy. Well, this weekend he's got to break out, and he still does.
You just
like won't let him go.
For me, that's Aaron.
Another week.
For me, that's Aaron Nola.
Oh.
I've had Aaron Nola the whole time. I diamond-handed Aaron Nola just because he historically is a very consistent pitcher. And I'm like, surely this time his outing will be good.
Yeah.
And then he just has only bad outings into getting injured. So it happens.
Yeah, I've been so leery, and then it's I call it Buster Posey philosophy. Then I'm like, if I trade him, you got egg in your face when next week the guy hits like 7 bombs in 4 games, and you go, "Oh my God, if I'd only held out a little bit longer."
I mean, I've definitely had some of that. Like, there's some players that I really didn't want to drop or trade. Like, Dilly now has both Sal Frelick and Trent Grisham, who I had on my team for a long time, and I really liked having them on my team. But I thought Yordan Alvarez was going to come off the injured list. And so I was like, I have too many outfielders. I need to get rid of some outfielders. But then Yordan never came back. And like now I'm like in a weird spot with that.
I just had to reject a trade. Somebody wanted, I won't tell you the deal. But they wanted Ellie De La Cruz in the deal. I'm like,
and you're never going to get rid of Ellie. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I someone was saying, Glenn, tell Marcus the Angels won't trade Trout.
I was going to mention that before we sign off.
Okay, I don't think I think they're extremely unlikely to trade Trout. But what I mean when I bring that up is that like taking on some money to bring in a consistent player is not the end of the world. It's not a bad exchange. Even if he's injury prone, sometimes you gotta gamble.
Well, maybe that's what this team. Isn't this maybe what this team will need come trade deadline? Another veteran. You see what Adames has done and I didn't buy into that, the veteran presence and but I'm telling you, maybe that's a piece the Giants will use to their benefit.
Of course. And having him in the dugout is very valuable.
Yes. Well, look at Pence.
Yeah.
You got a guy who rallies the team, or you think the dressing room wouldn't there be a buzz in the dressing room? You sign Mike Trout and land him in a deal.
They'd love to have Mike Trout in the dugout. You'd pay him. How much would you pay to just have Barry Bonds in the dugout every game?
But you know what'll happen, Marcus? They're gonna all the people in the chat tonight. No, never gonna happen. When they get him, They'll be singing the praises after 3 games. It happened, dude.
You were hating on Verlander.
I was.
And
I'm still not high on him.
He's injured, but he's a lot better than you thought he would be, right? He gave us a bunch of quality outings.
He gave us
a bunch of quality outings, man.
Quality, I guess.
So he's out there like interacting with the pitchers, and I think that's big. I think that's important.
No, I wasn't high on him. You know that.
Yeah, but
and I can't get up.
But he's better than you thought he would be.
Well, he's a mentor now, and he ain't on the field. So,
yeah, that's true. Also, seniors, I will make a trade with you. Potentially, send me an offer, and I'll take a look at it, and we can chat. And I think we've had some fair trades, and we've had a good discourse. So, I'm willing to make a trade with you.
I don't know about you, Marcus. Before I go, I'm way up right now. That can change. Like that.
Yeah.
I built a big 350 point lead, which I'm quite happy with. But I must say, even if I lose this thing, and I've done a lot of losing in these fantasy leagues over the years, I've still had a hell of a guy down the hall from me here up in the building. I'm at my daughter's apartment right now in Winnipeg. He's like, we were talking about fantasy and betting on baseball. He says, "Oh, dude, you must have a hell of a lot of time." He goes, "I played 1 year of fantasy, and that was it." I go, "Dude, I love it. I'd be lost without it."
Oh yeah, I have a friend in Taiwan, and she does fantasy baseball too. And we talk about it every day. Like we're watching baseball and talking about baseball. We're watching all the games. It's awesome. It's just, for me, it's not really about win. I mean, I'm going to try my hardest to win the league, and I feel like there's 4 teams that I think are doing things the right way that I think are really competitive in our league. But
and I'm not one of them.
Well, you're going to need to you have a lot of ground to make. You're going to have a lot of ground to make up once other people catch up to you in innings. So, no one's really out of it yet. There's still a lot of the season left, but I think there's going to have to be some dynamic changes in how we approach our lineups based on how our teams are balanced.
Well, here's my philosophy. I don't mind sharing it. April, May, we're into June now. I went heavy on the starters.
Yeah.
The next 2 months, all closers, relievers, whatever I can get my mitts on. And I'm quite happy with the bullpen I've got right now in my fantasy. I love
it.
But then I'm going to go back to the final month. If I've got 30, 40 innings, I'm just grab the best pitchers I can get and go for it.
I don't know if you've looked at my team recently, Glenn. I have some really good closers on my team that I would be willing to trade to you.
I think I got Class A from you, didn't I?
You got Class A from Dilly. You got Josh. You got Munoz from me.
Munoz,
the Seattle closer.
Yes, that's who I wanted. I wanted Munoz.
Yeah,
I wanted Munoz because I think they're going to have a great second.
Munoz is crazy. You got unlucky that he had his first bad outing right after our trade.
I know.
But he's still lights out, man. He's still good.
That's why I thought our trade was fair. Well, what was it?
We both
Bellinger,
Salvi, and Kodai Senga.
Yeah,
in exchange for Torkelson, Josh Lau, and Munoz.
No, it wasn't Lau.
It was Lau.
No, I never had him on my roster this year.
Josh Lau, the outfielder.
Oh, and if I did get him, I flipped him 5 minutes later. It was just
you got rid of him.
I threw Senga in to sweeten the pot.
I traded Senga to Dilly.
I had to free up a roster spot to get the person I wanted to go out. I wanted this. What was this? Abner Uribe, I think his name is.
Yeah, he's the Brewers.
He's getting me 6 and 7 an inning.
He's the Brewer setup guy for McGill.
And I go in every morning at 3 a.m. here. I set if I'm going to doze off after the show, I set the clock. I'm also, because I want guys who are guaranteed to, like starters when it's the, whatever you call them now, bullpen game. So I had a guy I picked up today. They said he's going 1 inning, maybe 2. I said, that's exactly what I need. He's a reliever who's guaranteed to get an inning.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you can get the relievers in, that's a good,
Do you think there's enough people on our? They expanded the rosters, but geez, I'd like a little more. I'd like a few more, man.
I want less. I feel like we have too many players, man.
Oh, I feel like we don't have enough.
I feel like
there's moves I want to make and trades I want to make, but I can't make them because my hands.
I don't like having the corner infielder and middle infielder spots. I think they're a little superfluous.
I don't like them only because I've had a tough time
filling them.
And I was lucky. I couldn't believe I dumped him. I think the day he started the other day, Schmidt. Nobody wanted Schmidt. I said, I'll take a flyer because he's going to play a month.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Schmidt's that productive at the plate, but he is going to get a lot of games in. So,
and there was one other guy I picked up this week that I said, geez, I was surprised he was available. Oh, Jeff McNeil. Hey, got me 9 today.
Dan is slandering me, and I can post our chat history, and your trade suggestion history if we have to. But they are maybe some of the most insulting trades I've ever seen. This guy tried to give me like 3 guys for Yordan Alvarez, and then I was like, "No, dude, what are you talking about?" And then he dropped all 3 of those players the next.
Oh yeah.
All the time. He's like offering me scraps. He's like,
I won't throw out names, but there are a couple of other guys who make those kind of deals, and I go, "Listen, I could text you tomorrow and go, this is the trade, and Sunday I'll get them in free agency if I want."
And he was like, "Oh, trade me Juan Soto. I'll give you Brenton Doyle and some other like whatever." I'm just like, dude, like, I offered him at the beginning of the season a very fair trade. No, I said I'll give you Bregman, Nico Horner, Perdomo, and Hunter Green for Ramirez, Lindor, and Ketel Marte. And if you look at the points difference, I think I'm ahead.
Marte's doing well.
Marte's doing well, but he's been injured on and off.
Yeah. Well, I just think the trades. I know right away when I look at it. Like, I don't need to think about deals. Somebody sent me one 5 minutes ago. I went reject. Reject. It's got to really look like when it's a fair deal.
Yeah. Like when you and I,
Soto for 3. Oh my God!
I don't know. He just he says he likes trolling me, but the thing is, he's also done a few trades that I think are suspicious. Like when he got Acuna for Brian Wu, I was like, that's not an acceptable trade. Or like when he traded 3 guys.
But wait a sec, isn't Wu back on his roster?
I think he just traded Ibrahim Brian Wu in exchange for Acuna. Which strange. And then when he got Lindor from Dilly, I was I would have vetoed that trade if we had like league-wide vetoing.
Geez, I should have accepted the trade. You want God.
Me like back. I was trying to give you everything for Salvi.
You wanted Simpson.
Oh, I did want Simpson.
You wanted Chandler Simpson, and now of course he swapped. He stole 2 bags. The next day he stole 2 bags, and the next day they sent him to the minor leagues. I'm like,
yeah. I forgot what trade offer you, but it was a fair trade. You just didn't want to get rid of Chandler Simpson.
I didn't because I look at my roster and I know I've got LA, but I like to at least being in first place right now. I want to have balance. I want to have guys hit home runs. I want to have speed. I want to have some semblance of balance because I
want points. That's what I want. I don't care where they come from. I just want points. And I just want, I want people that are going to get me points all the time. I mean, that's why Nico Horner, you look at Nico Horner and you're like, this guy can't hit home runs. He has 0 home runs this year. He doesn't hit, he's not hitting for power. He's not high in the lineup, but he doesn't really strike out. That's
the killer. I look at the guy. I'll spend an hour looking over this. What I do is I bring him up and they add a player and just pick and then look at his stats. And dude, it boggles my mind that some nickel and dime hitters are getting you 7 points a game. And the guys you think would be getting points are like I thought Dominguez would be getting more, -3. I'm like, what is going on? And they're not even matches. So 50 games played, they'll have like 34 runs, 18 batted in, couple of steals. Like, where are all these points coming from? But they're just no strikeouts.
The strikeouts kill you. The strikeouts, the grounder double plays, those will kill you, man. Like it takes people that you think are great, but I think I think strikeouts are a little over heavy-handed in being -1 point, but I think it kind of tells you like what's going on at the plate. Like, are these people like good?
Exactly.
hitters?
I mean, I all things considered, I'm gonna say scoring's. I mean, it's fair for everybody, so it's
fair. It's close, and it's close. I think it's close to being right. I think starters need points for being having quality starts.
Yeah,
and then some other little tweaks for the next time.
I got to get out of here. Tell me what do you predict this weekend? Maybe start. What do you predict tomorrow night? Big pitching matchup.
It's Webb against Yamamoto. I think we're gonna win, man. I think we get smoked tomorrow. Still think there's a chance we win 2 out of 3. I said to Eric earlier, dude, I don't know if we get swept 3, win 3. I don't know. The jury's out for me. Who knows? I mean, who knows? The lines are probably going to have Dodgers being favored, the betting lines. But I don't know, man. The Giants have been surprising us all year.
As of right now, yeah, Dodgers are favorites.
Yeah, I mean,
the over under is 7.5, which I think is pretty low, actually. But again, you got to look at the pitchers. I mean, I'm looking at you probably heard we were talking, Eric and I, earlier, and I think you came in. Who knows, man? It's pitchers versus hitters in this series.
Yeah.
Dodgers got the hitters. We got the pitchers.
Yeah.
I
look forward to it.
Best man win.
It's going to be a fun. Regardless, it's going to be fun to watch.
Yep. All right. I'm out of here.
All right.
Thanks for coming in, bud. I haven't seen you for a while. I didn't know where you were.
Hope to see you again.
All right. See you soon. Marcus, our guest. Eric is chasing choppers. I love it.
Eric Romo, do not come out of the house. Stay in your house.
Where does Eric go? Running around the neighborhood. That's it for Giant Sports Talk Live. We've got almost 2 hour mark. Eric and I will be back tomorrow night after Giants baseball. It's going to be another late show, but we appreciate you guys for tuning in, joining us. You can check us out online. Don't forget about that. GiantSportsTalkLive.com. We're up there 24/7. You can also email us if you want. Marcus? I don't know. Marcus, I think Marcus gets along with the commissioner. This came in earlier tonight. Giant Sports Talk Live commissioner. Fantasy commissioner sucks. I don't know. That's I think that's a tough shot on Eric. Anyway, I'm out of here. Got to head over to the newsroom. I'm on the filling in, doing the morning show tomorrow. Got to get the news guys up early, and we got to get all that jazz done. So thanks, guys, for your contribution to the show. All of you guys who did the chats. Your donation to the show was greatly appreciated. Those super chats go a long way to helping Eric and I keep the show running, keeping the internet paid, the bills paid, keep the bill collectors at bay, and allows us to be back for a Friday night tomorrow night. Join us, Giant Sports Talk Live, and it'll air right here on your platform, Twitter, X, or on YouTube. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Night, guys. Big win today, huh? Big win. Oh, well, maybe tomorrow, huh? Maybe tomorrow.
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.